Hey, it's Heather here. I've got a story to share, one you might relate to if you've dealt with monster mother-in-laws. Well, mine turned out to be one of those, but her antics ended up being surprisingly useful for me. I'll always be grateful for having such a challenging mother-in-law. Trust me, once you hear what happened, you might see why. Jamie, my husband, was my everything. I fall head over heels fast. I guess growing up with little love from my parents does that to you. When Jamie came into my life, it felt like all my dreams came true. My best friend, Nora, was thrilled for me too. She'd always say things like, "I'm so glad you found Jamie. He's such a great man. You make me jealous, you know. You found a good one." I can't believe I found such a good guy, Nora. He's the absolute best. He treats me with so much love and respect. This is all I've ever wanted. I know, Heather, you finally have your life just like you imagined. I hope I can find a man like Jamie too. Anyway, hold on to that man tight, because there will be rivals. Nora had been my best friend for 10 years. She was the one person I could always rely on. Some people didn't like her as much, but for me, she was a saint. Yes, maybe I was naive. Maybe I still am, but I truly cherished that friendship. She was my maid of honor at my wedding with Jamie. Little did I know she'd become a problem for me. After the wedding, it became clear that my mother-in-law, Isabel, was going to be trouble. Before the wedding, she was pleasant enough, but after, well, the fangs came out. This woman was a nightmare. Isabel was always criticizing and complaining about my life. She said, "You're such a lazy and worthless wife. Just because you're married doesn't mean you can slack off your wifely duties." "What are you even talking about, Isabel? What am I doing wrong?" "Well, you're doing everything wrong. You come home from work too soon. Who knows what you're up to all this time? Jamie has complained to me that you make him do chores. You need to stop being such a bad wife and take care of the house and your husband." "Isabel, I have less work pressure than Jamie. That's why I come home faster. I do most of the work around the house, too. Jamie does very little since he has less free time." "These are lies. You must be a master manipulator, Heather. I've never liked you much. I can see I was right. If you continue this, I will have to talk to Jamie about divorce. Jamie earns more than you, but still, you make him a slave for you. You come home fast, but do very little around the house. You must be having an inappropriate relationship and hiding it from Jamie. There is no other reason why you are coming home early, but still not getting everything done." I was appalled by Isabel's behavior. Jamie and Isabel were close because his father wasn't in the picture anymore. They talked regularly on the phone, and Jamie went to visit her often. Isabel didn't work because she had a hefty divorce settlement from her ex-husband, so she had plenty of time to poke her nose into our business. I did try to talk to Jamie about the situation. I said, "Jamie, your mother is starting to become a nightmare." She started accusing me of having an affair. She's also saying that I'm not doing enough around the house. I've no idea why she thinks I'm slacking off and doing something fishy. She said that you told her these things. "This is ridiculous, Heather. You've been complaining about my mom too much," he retorted. "She's just looking out for me. You've become very irritating. My mom is right about the house chores, too. You are mad because I want you to help me out with house chores. We both own this house and need to be in this marriage together. It's only fair that you help out with housework." "Absolutely not. You shouldn't make me help you, Heather. It's a woman's job. You need to do everything instead of making me do it." This was one fight that I never won. Jamie was adamant that I was the only one responsible for house chores. He had some really backward ideas about women being the caretakers of the house. I guess he got that from seeing Isabel do everything and spoiled him. But that's not how marriages work. I was tired of trying to explain that to him. Jamie and Isabel always made a team and pushed me to the corner. My own best friend was in full agreement with what Jamie and Isabel were asking of me when I vented to her about my problems. What she said made me question everything I knew. She said, "You know what, Heather? Jamie had been complaining to me about you as well. I think what you're doing is wrong. Jamie is such a catch. He's hot and even earns more than you. There are plenty of women out there for him. You need to do more to keep him around. His mother is right to be worried about you." "Nora, what are you saying?" "Yes, he does earn more, but I contribute to the household expenses as well. Chores should be teamwork. What he's asking is unfair. You are so selfish, Heather. You don't know how to take care of your man. I would have done so much better. I would have tried to keep his mom happy. I'm starting to see why your parents neglected you. You're such a selfish woman." "How can you say that, Nora? That is extremely hurtful." "I'm telling you the truth, Heather. If you know what's good for you, your foolish ideals need to go. You better start spoiling your man before he runs to someone else." Nora's words did hurt me. She remained stoic in her stance even after Isabel escalated her behavior. For some strange reason, Isabel had assumed that I was cheating on Jaime. She thought that her son was such a good man and I was taking advantage of him. Isabel tried various ways to make me seem guilty of something wrong. Most of the time, Jaime agreed that her concerns were valid. It all boiled down to the fact that I was spending too much time at home and wanted Jaime to share household chores. Isabel's doubts about an affair hit the roof in a few months. She tried to convince Jaime that I was cheating on him. She said, "Jaime, you need to listen to me. Your wife is staying at home too much. Who knows what she is up to? She must have married you for money and is now sleeping with someone else. You need to keep an eye on her. Would you stop that, Isabel? I'm doing nothing of that sort. You have freaking lost your mind. I'm not cheating on Jaime." "Don't shout at my mom, Heather. Mom is not building things out of the air. All this does look suspicious on your end. The fact that you refuse to take care of me completely says that you might have interests in other men. You need to do better so that my mom stops having these doubts." I was going insane with all the accusations. Nora also wasn't of help at all. I felt very alone and miserable. It was like I felt guilty of something I didn't even do. I was actually considering doing something drastic, but before that, I found something I had never imagined. One day when I was cleaning the house, I found a spy camera in my bedroom. I was immediately scared and took it off. It operated on batteries and had a memory card attached to it. I decided to put the card on my laptop and see who did it. Well, it was Isabel. The security camera caught her trying to set it up. I guess she really thought she did a good job hiding it. I was absolutely enraged to see what she was doing. I played the full recording because I was curious to see what was in it. Guess what, guys? I found out that my freaking husband was cheating on me. Any guesses on who the mistress is? It's my best friend, Nora. No wonder she defended Jaime so much when I complained to her. She was sleeping with my husband the entire time. I was pissed and heartbroken. This mother-in-law problem was already plaguing my life. I was getting tired of Jamie's unsupportive behavior. What I found in the security camera was the last nail in the coffin. I was freaking done with Jaime, and I was also done with Nora. When I found the footage, I immediately called Isabel to my house. I also told Jaime to come over as soon as possible. Once they both were at the house, I said, "So, is there something that you two need to tell me?" "I have no idea what you are talking about. You might have something to tell us. You are the one who spends too much time at work and neglects my poor son." "I don't know what you're talking about, Heather. Why did you make me miss work and call me at the house all of a sudden? You need to hurry up and tell me. I don't have all day to tolerate your stupidity." "Don't worry, Jaime. You won't have to tolerate my stupidity for long. As for you, Isabel, do you want to tell us why you secretly put security cameras in my room?" "What? Well, what are you talking about? Have you lost your damn mind? I've done no such thing. Look at this, Jaime. I told you there is something wrong with your wife. She's gone crazy." "I haven't gone mad, Isabel. In fact, I would have gone mad if it wasn't for you. I have to thank you for putting that security camera in my room." Isabel looked shocked while Jamie started to look a little panicked. Those were the exact reactions that I expected from them. Isabel squirmed while Jamie looked at her with a worried expression on his face. Showtime had already begun. It was time for me to drop the bombshells one by one. "Mom, what is Heather talking about? Did you put security cameras in our room?" "I swear, Jamie, I don't know what she's talking about. Your wife is out to get me. She knows I wanted to find dirt on her so that you leave her for good. She is lying about me to make me look bad." "I have absolutely no reason to make you look bad, Isabel. What you have done is truly a great thing. It saved me from years of betrayal. And by the way, there's no use lying. The camera recorded you trying to install it. I guess you forgot that anyone can access the footage through the memory card." Isabel knew that her game was up. It hadn't crossed her mind that the camera may have recorded her while she set it up. As soon as she realized it, she started some damage control, but she had no idea the true extent of what she had done. Jamie could see it coming. I could tell by his face. "Jamie, listen to me. Yes, I did put the camera into your bedroom. Trust me, I didn't have bad intentions. I just wanted to make sure Heather is not doing something shameful with all her spare time. She could easily have an affair with someone else. I wanted to protect you by finding the truth, Mom. What have you done? You have no idea, have you?" "Oh my God, Mom. Now, my dear mother-in-law, why are you being so remorseful? You've done the right thing. You know you did catch someone having an affair, but it wasn't me. What do you even mean? My son can never have an affair. Don't try to paint him in a bad light. I won't believe it. He did have an affair, Isabel. He did it with my best friend, Nora. I guess you don't know your son that well. I really do have to thank you. If you hadn't set up the cameras, I wouldn't have found out so soon, Jamie. Is this true? Tell me you didn't cheat. This is not what I taught you. You know our family hates cheaters. Tell me Heather is lying." When Jamie stayed quiet, Isabel had her answer. "There was one thing you must know about Isabel. She hates cheaters, and so does her family. She got cheated on by Jamie's father. That is exactly why she's so paranoid about cheating. Finding out that her son is a cheater was a big blow to her ego. She wouldn't have suspected him in her life, so I did the right thing and showed both of them the full footage of what the security camera had caught. Jamie saw that Isabel had set up the cameras, and Isabel saw that her son was a lying and cheating scumbag. It was a complete win for me. For a moment, my heartbreak seemed to be a little less painful. They said, "I'm so sorry, Mom. Ever believe me. It was just a one-time thing. It was a mistake. I can promise you I'll never do it again. Please forgive me. I know for a fact that the affair lasted longer than that. Don't worry, I will confront Nora as well. I'll deal with her once I'm done with you. By the way, you can expect divorce papers in a week. I have already filed." No, Heather, please listen to me. We are good together. Don't destroy what we have. We can go to counseling and everything. I'm willing to do anything. No matter what you do, Jamie, you cannot undo the affair. You betrayed me in the worst way possible. Yes, Nora is also to blame, but that doesn't make you any less of a villain. You both deserve to burn in hell, but I won't be there to see it. The divorce is my final decision. As for you, Isabel, a police report is in the making. You will face consequences for trying to spy on me. Mom, this is all your fault. You shouldn't have violated our privacy. What you have done is absolutely vile. You are the one responsible for destroying my marriage. Don't you dare blame me, Jamie. It was you who decided to cheat on Heather. I broke the law to save you from heartbreak. How would I know that my son is a piece of crap? I might get arrested because I was trying to help you." Jamie and Isabel immediately started the blame game when the truth was revealed. They had no remorse for what they had done. I left them to fight between themselves while I had more important work to do. Nora was my next target. I went to my room to confront her. I called her and said, "Hey Nora, thanks for sleeping with my husband. I found out today. I hope Peter had a very good time. Thanks for showing me what a scummy husband and best friend is." "Heifer, what are you even talking about? You've gone mad. You're making false accusations because I didn't support your stupid delusions. Is that right, Nora? So you're going to deny everything and blame me, just like you did when I told you about my problems. Great, then let's do it the hard way." I cut the call and sent Nora the video I had of them. Nora immediately panicked and started to call me, but I didn't receive her calls. Instead, I chose to have a conversation through texts. I needed proof for other purposes. Nora said, "Heather, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to do it. It just happened out of the blue. Please believe me, I would never hurt you." "If you didn't want to hurt me, you wouldn't have slept with my husband. How long has it been going on for, Heather? I don't want any more lies. I already know the truth from Jamie. It has been 1 year. Jamie started to come to me after your fights. I took his side once, so he trusted me. We ended up sleeping together after a few days. I swear it's nothing serious. It was a mistake. So you've been filling Jamie's ears with lies about me and being an unsupported friend to me. Good to know, Nora. I guess you really like this guy since you were so quick to destroy our friendship. We have been best friends for 10 years. However, don't destroy this for a man. He's not worth it. We can move past this. Our friendship is strong." Correction, Nora. Our friendship was strong till you decided to sleep with my husband. Thanks for the amazing betrayal, Nora. Now I know what a __ friend you are. Don't ever contact me again. You can go have my man. I'm going to divorce him and be ready for a lawsuit. I'll be filing for divorce and suing you for alienation of affection. Good luck. Enjoy your karma." I said that and blocked her on all platforms. I also sent her screenshots of our text to our mutual friends. Everyone was disgusted with her behavior. They rallied around me and promised to support me no matter what. I guess I finally found out who my real friends are. After everything was over, I had a good cry, letting all my frustrations out. Jamie banged on my door and begged to talk to me. I ignored him and carried on with my pity party alone. The next day, I went straight to the police. I reported Isabel for violating my privacy and filed a case against Nora as promised. My lawyer was ready since I had contacted him that night. Jamie tried to talk to me, even barricaded me in my home, but I threatened him with more legal action if he tried to harass me. That scared him off, I guess. I stayed at the house since it was also half mine. Jamie also stayed there because who else would take him in? His friends knew what he had done. I told everyone they didn't support him. Isabel was too angry at him to help him out either. As for Nora, she had broken things off with him. I guess she really didn't want me to break our friendship. Our friends told me that she was desperate to make me forgive her and take down the lawsuit. Months passed and my divorce progressed as it should have. I was still no contact with Nora, and Jamie had moved to an apartment. Since Jamie earned more than me, he was forced to give me alimony. Also, all the lawyer fees and hassle left him very little money. He was unable to buy my share of the house. Ultimately, we decided to sell it. I had no intention of staying there anyway. I got a fat check from that sale. Jamie tried his best to stop the divorce. He told me that he loved me and Nora was nothing to him. It was a little too late for his sob stories. Our divorce was finalized 7 months after the incidents. Jamie moved away to a different city because all his friends and colleagues were isolating him. My lawsuit against Isabel and Nora also was a huge success for me. I got 2 additional checks from those. The full amount with the house sale was enough to help me buy a house outright. Isabel's bank account took a huge hit from the lawsuit. I took her offer because it was more profitable for me than sending her to jail. As for Nora, she had to pay me money as the judge ordered it. She had to empty her savings and give me the amount. Nora has also been boycotted by everyone. She couldn't leave the city because she had no money or good job prospects. I do see her from time to time because she's an employee at our local Walmart. It's nice to see people suffer because of their own actions. As for me, I'm having a great time living alone and enjoying my life until I'm ready for relationships again.